Hello, I'm Jay Fazette, founder of the Creator's Code. And today we're talking about the 12 pillars of the Creator's Code, and the first pillar, which is, I embrace personal accountability. Now, I love this pillar because I happen to be a best-selling author of a book called Reframe Your Blame, How to Be Personally Accountable. Now, here's the thing about personal accountability. The greatest hallmark of personal accountability is the absence of blame. What that means is, when you're personally accountable, you are far too sharp to blame any external he, she, it, they, them on why your life or your results aren't working well. And, perhaps more importantly, is you're also far too wise then to blame yourself. Now, most of our world actually thinks that shifting the blame from others to self is personal accountability, but it is not. It's just becoming what we call a self-blame victim. So, by embracing personal accountability, here's what will happen. You will raise your vibration. You will direct your energy. You will become a more conscious creator because you are sharp enough and you are wise enough to ask more important questions. Instead of asking what our world asks, who's to blame? You ask this question: how am I going to respond? Let's be clear. Crazy, awful, terrible things happen in our world. We can't control what happens, but we can always control how we are going to respond. Now, if you get good at that, that takes you to the next step of personal accountability, where you can begin asking this question: what are the choices I made to co-create this result or this experience in my life? And if you can be perfectly honest about that, it opens the door to the most significant aspect of personal accountability, which is this: and what is my lesson? How can I learn from this experience? How can I integrate this into my life to make sure that, number one, this doesn't happen again, and that I can continue to take my next step in my evolution, in my growth, living my purpose in a clear and conscious and personally accountable manner? So pillar number one of the Creator's Code: I embrace personal accountability.